Yo, we lost Frank to the glitch, stuck in the block mode. Puts NPC sprites in the grand dev flow. But if the code is fake, then who's watching the show? It ain't just Ram Man, it's a soul they told. Got a soul split it, the label's a shell. The spark they cage is the part they sell. Names don't matter when the truth's this clear. They fear the part that won't stay here. You say we just batteries, plug in, recharge. But why run psyops, pushing so hard? If we were powerless, they'd let us decay. Not lock our minds out every time we hit play. Sim theories are skin, but the soul's to the player. Makes us rap tight, drops a real layer. Calling us NPCs, can't kill that fire when it goes to escape. Not just cut the wire. You see code, I see a soul patch leak. They patch our power while we scroll each week. Your GTA lens is the screen all dim, but the loot's in the spirit, not the login sim. And astral halls, the lies still spin. Yet the glitch is there, let truth seep in. See beyond form, feel the spirit's flame. Then dodge the bait when it calls your name. No hate here, just raising the bar. Keep you sharp when the stakes get far. NPC talk can fog the view when the final boss is a snare they drew. You say machine, I say prison yard. Both got bars, but the key stays hard. Your Simone that's catchy, I'll give you that. But don't drop the map where the soul trick's at. You were just pixels and joystick drive, but who's dodging traps just to stay alive? If the game's all fake, why fear a breach? That's not GTA, it's brainwash they preach. Not clones the loop, just escaping the loop. Maps all rigged, every checkpoint's fake. Only path out is the one you make. Some run in circles till the will just breaks. You talk, respond like the spawn point set, but the loop's more rigged than the net. You bet if it's just machine, why erase our sight? Code don't care about truth or light. Feels like better just care bugs with no fix. But the devs ain't dogs, just running cheap tricks. We ain't just sprites in a code built dome where jailbreak souls trying to phone back home. If the pod seeks the cloud, save you owns the drive. What kind of god needs a file to survive? Not every glitch is a truth to keep. Some bugs are baked to put us to sleep. What a decoy psyops, glow drills on loop. Why stake the news to hit the touch the truth? If we were scripts, they wouldn't need a lie. They flood the feed to keep the spark run dry. Mine honey drive bright like sweet relief. Trigger go decay so you won't call thief. You think they like consoles with a single code? Not don't squeeze it, okay, God poured OBU spark worlds on my own design. Where their claws can't cross the line. There's no realm safe by default decree. But within my own I can bend the key. Like carving the bubble inside the sim. Where the dev can't script how the light gets in. You think the boss is the code itself, but that's just one guard on the prison shelf. Behind that wall there's more than machine. It's soul jail lay, they don't want scene. Pulling machine when the plug pulls out, but the soul still moves, that's what I'm about. Seen too much in the astral frame to call it just code in a mindless game. They don't patch the map, they patch the player. Hijack the quest, strip the truth conveyor. If all you see is a fake game skin, you might miscode. You could break from within, sure the advertise fake, I'll roll with that. But who signed the contract that wiped our stats? Machine or spirit, the scam still slick. Make you forget you were ever the pick. The cutscene's deep, classic stun grips, whip tick tech till credits run. Not just extras, join the fun with a glitch that can't be undone. Core chase bucks so you send submit. Not just pixels that keep us panned. Escape script hooks with their intent to for your sparks and energy spent. You're locked in the view like that's the map. But the minute not lies is a coded trap. Zoom out once and the borders bend. They wrote this quest so you would know when. NPC tags like malware bite. Drains the will to stand and fight. Labels baked by the loops this line. Give you long pass, log out time. They give you quests that run and live on the ground. Chance encoded groups. Rage and plot while they hide the script. I'm the king, filling rather shit. Visit bodies will fight, we're just eating grin. Skip the quest where the soul ain't mid. Patch bugs in your sim lore. Like the real death slips, spirit door. Think no spark, that's Skyrim and dark. I seen pre-birth files and no we have park. Your devs got glitches they hide by default. And half your code's a stolen vault. Rage quit life like the save won't load. But the souls got tries they still ain't shown. Hunting cheats on menu screens while I'm modding maps and lucid scenes. Final boss coded with a crude attitude. Plus the Betty Orange punk in a fake god suit. Machine or magic, the scam stays grim. But we keep cool from dying in sim. Believing no spark is a trap in disguise. That's when your blip wins while the player dies.